Hey, this is Highbridge Caravans Devon branch, and on this very mild spring February lockdown day we're doing some walk around videos on some of our new and used stock. And this particular one we're doing by public demand. It's mid-valet, but we've had a massive amount of interest in this van, so we're doing a quick video on it now before it's completed its valet. And it is a 1998 on an R-Edge Auto-Sleeper Topaz. Now, we don't always sell vans at this age, but when we get the opportunity to buy one with this sort of provenance and in this condition, we snap it up. It's an absolute beauty. So it's a 1998 on an R Auto-Sleeper Topaz. Auto-Sleeper, Britain's oldest luxury motorhome manufacturer, and the Topaz based on the VW T4 long nose, which came out in 1996, I think, to fit the larger 5-cylinder engines in. It's based on a long wheelbase VW T4. This particular one has the upgrade from new engine choice of the 2.5 5-cylinder petrol engine allied to a 4-speed fully automatic gearbox, which is very rare because we've got all the original books for this. It's one owner from new. It shows 2 on the V5s. It passed from husband to wife when the husband passed away, but it's one owner from new in effect. Sold new by Todd's up in Lancashire, who are auto-sleeper specialists up in Preston, to its one and only family owner, and bought by us from the lovely lady Cora who sold it to us. And we're looking for a really good home for it. It's got a full stamped up VW service history. It drives really nicely. It's never failed an MOT on anything bar minor consumables, and yeah, full VW history stamped in the book from new, which is absolutely fantastic. 67,000 miles, I think. I'll check that. Super rare automatic, and the Topaz was one of, if not the only, factory from new conversion on a VW T4 which has a full toilet and shower at the back. So these are very desirable, and you very rarely to never see one quite like this. It's a lovely van, but it is 24 years old, so we'll have a walk around it and have a look at all the bits and bobs on it. We're going to black the bumpers up. They're a little bit faded grey at the minute. We will black them up. Bodywork is in very good condition, so there's no structural rust or anything like that, but there is the odd mark on it, and it is, as I say, 24-year-old. It's got some older features. So having a look at it, so VW T4 drive really well, super smooth. I've done about 70 miles in this vehicle and I was really happy with how it drove. Sat at sort of 60-65 on the motorway, purring along quite happily with that 5-cylinder warble, and I was quite surprised by how little fuel it used. It used about 1/8 of a tank to come from Somerset down to myself in Devon, which is very good actually. So look, having a look around the outside, all of these auto sleepers which had this green, or some had a red graphic, the green stripe's fine. You just get this sort of flaky bit on the gold stripe. We have got graphics guys coming down, and we might sort of replace them. I'm not sure. We might leave them so they look original, but that's up to you. But bodywork very good. If you have a look at the sills there, never had any welding on the sills at all. So we've got every scrap of paperwork, including the original brochure and price list from new on this. So graphics up the top there. You've got a plastic GRP insulated high roof on these, but you can see there the gold and red stripe always flake. Every auto sleeper is going to be the same. So sliding side door, and then long wheelbase comes to the back. Fresh water fill up point. You've got underslung fresh and waste water tanks. Only real sort of scab of rust on the outside is just this little scab here, just there. It's got a bit of paperwork where it's had the odd little bit done wherever anything has sort of appeared. Previous owner has jumped on it and had it done, which is fantastic, but there's never been much done to it. Mains hookup, leisure battery, so fresh and waste water tanks, mixture of 12 volt and mains lighting on the inside. Coming around to the back here, we've got the lift up tailgate, and that gives you access through to the rear of the van. I just lift her up there, and you can see that takes you into the rear bathroom area where we've got a shower tray, all in beautiful condition. Plastics here have gone a bit yellow with age. That's going to happen in fairness to it, but you can see there your Thetford cassette chemical toilet. You've got your shower hose there, shower head just clips up there, high level vanity unit, a flip down sink. So it's got a bit yellow, but there's no cracks or anything like that. It's a real credit to its previous owner. What it's needed, it has had over the years. Toilet cassette dumps through there, and then gas locker for your LPG, which runs your heating and your water heater, just in there. Comes with the gas bottle, this one, so previous owner. In her 80s, she's given up motorhoming. Still sharp as a button, in fairness to her. She's going to go off and buy a car, but she did use this as her only vehicle for many, many years, in fairness to her. But she's mainly getting the bus now, and the camper wasn't getting camped in so much. But her and her husband have been off into Europe in this back in the day. Condition-wise, very good. There's no sort of accident damage or dinks or scrapes or anything like that. Coming round to the driver's side, so we just got the flaky graphics, a little bit of sun related degradation on that bit of internal trim in there, that's to be expected. Fridge vent for your 3-way fridge freezer, runs off gas if you're not hooked up, mains electric if you are hooked up, or 12 volt when you're driving. And then the flue point for your carver, gas or mains electric powered water heater. We're being picky. Very, 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 very small bit of a little scab of rust there, that's absolutely tiny. But very, very good, in fairness to it. Bodywork's excellent. Slightly faded in places, maybe, in fairness to it. I'd say it's quite good. It'd be nice with a bit of a machine polish, or if any of you want to go and get it buffed up. Paintwork, only real fault on the vehicle is just here. You can see you've got a couple of little flakes off. Paint's a little bit thin there. Could paint it, could touch it up, that's up to you. We'll sort of decide what you want to do with the vehicle, and we can get your prices if you wish. But overall, got another tiny little bit, just a little bit there. That's nothing really, in fairness to it. It is excellent for a T4 of this age. And just where they're just down there, just on the scuttle, you can see there just a tiny little bit, but very, very good. Top of the windscreen, the rubber seal there is looking a bit old, so we're going to replace that. We'll supply this van with a new MOT. So it's got a full VW service history, and when I say full, it is full. It's exceptional. It's had 3 cam belt changes over the years. Last one was in 2017. I'm not sure on this 5-cylinder 2.5 engine when the cam belt is due. If it's due in the next 12 months, we will give it a cam belt change, we'll give it a new MOT, and we'll give it a full engine service. For those of you who want to check the MOT history, you can see the registration number there, R813PCW. Please have a look at it. It's very, very good. You can Google MOT history and look at all the old MOTs on the DVLA database. But overall, exceptionally nice, in fairness to it. Very, very good, but not new. Don't expect it to be new. It's 24 years old, but I think you'd struggle to find a nicer one. That's why we bought it, in fairness to it. So on the inside, Auto-Sleeper, very expensive. This van was over £30,000 when it was new back in 1998, and the last Topaz, which was basically the same as this, in 2016, they retailed about £65,000 for an automatic one. It's a very high-end gear, very, very good quality, aged very well. This upholstery is fantastic quality, and it's in brilliant condition. It's never been smoked in, it's never had a dog in it in its life, this van, so it's really, really nice. Twin swivel cab seats. You have to drop the handbrake to swivel the driver's seat, but good news with being an automatic, you can put it in park and that locks it in. You've got a side sofa and one forward facing seat with a seat belt. On this age of vehicle, you can legally travel with people sitting sideways without seat belt if you are happy to do so, but we of course would not recommend it. So coming round and looking down the van towards the front there, you can see it's got a really nice lounge. Long wheelbase, 5.1 metres, very narrow as well. Being a VW, you could use this day to day like Cora did. Nice driving thing to do so. Light power steering, nice and smooth gearbox and engine. But looking down the van, we've got a side sofa and 2 swivel cab seats, and we've got the forward facing seat there. Your bed makeup, now you can see. Now, yeah, coming back to the auto box, you have to drop the handbrake to swivel the driver's seat, but the great thing is you can put the auto box in park, and that of course locks it, stops it moving around, so it's very easy to do that. And bed wise, you can make twin single beds just by rotating the cab seat to there. Now if you are taller, I'm 6 foot, so if you are taller, the cab seat will slide back further, and there's an infill cushion that goes there. For the other single bed, simply slide this seat out to meet the passenger seat, same thing. And if you need more length, slide the passenger seat back a bit further, and there's another infill cushion to go in there. And there are infill cushions over the cab. Depending on what bed makeup, you can leave some of them at home. You'll also see the tubular steel table leg there for your second table, which goes in that bracket down there, little coffee table for the person sitting there. And then you've got a main table which goes in another leg and fits there. Now for making the bed into a double bed, simply slide this side sofa across That backrest drops down very easy, and then there's a small freestanding infill cushion that fills the gap there. So you actually end up with a really big bed. It's 6 foot by 4.5 foot. It's a full-size double bed anyway. It's a real good size. Inside, it's in lovely condition. It's been kept really well. It's had a lot of money spent on it over the years. It's been really well looked after. Faults-wise, very common on Topaz. At some time in its life, it's had a leak from this little window there. So we're going to reseal this window as a precautionary manner. This window does let in a bit of water, so we're just going to seal it up to stop that doing that, basically into the actual window itself, not into the van. Double glazed windows with blinds and fly screens all the way around. We will give the van a full habitation service where we check that everything is working, a full MOT, a full engine service, cam belt if it's due, tyres will be replaced if they're looking old, which they're not in fairness, but we will check that, and we'll give you a 6-month warranty as well, covering all the bits and bobs on it. So they go out tip top in fairness to it. We can't make it new, but we can make sure everything's there and working and warranted to be okay. Lights wise, you've got ceiling lights. This one's a mains one, that's 12 volt, and then you've got reading lights or spotlights there, which are LED powered, or these two are anyway. Big side window which is sliding, which is nice. Big bed, carpets in very good condition. Having a little sit down and looking down the van. You've got storage underneath this seat. Does come with some silver insulated screens from around the cab. They live underneath of there. You've got curtains for darkening as well instead, or as well as the insulating screens. You've got storage underneath this side sofa here as well. One mains plug socket. And then your kitchen. You've got a really good little kitchen. You get your 3-way fridge freezer with an ice box and a couple of shelves. Runs off gas, mains electric, or 12 volt if you're driving, hooked up or not hooked up. Above that, you've got real nice quality work surface, hot and cold tap there, original chopping board and original draining board, fantastic. Above that, we've got some high level storage cupboards. Oh, look at that. We've got some, I don't know if that's original Auto-Sleeper crockery. It may well be, in fairness. I don't think it is. I remember the original Auto-Sleeper crockery from back then, but certainly it's a very nice crockery set anyway. Simple control panel, which tells you how much water you've got in your tank and how healthy your battery is, and you can turn your water pump on and off through there. We've got a roof-mounted Omnivent fan, which will extract or suck in with a skylight above it. Opposite in the kitchen, we've got a cooker which is in lovely condition. It's a 2-burner hob, 2-burner gas hob there. Everything's so original in this. I love this. I love older vans. I love older Auto-Sleepers, and I love vans that have been looked after like this. It's just lovely. Grill underneath of it. So if you buy this, you got to promise us to look after it like the previous owners have, because it's just a credit to them, in fairness to it. It's such a lovely van with a lovely backstory to it. Spare bulbs and some catches in there. Nice proper wood cabinet work. You don't see that so much anymore. Really good storage underneath of there. All your pots and pans and things. More storage for some cans and such like. And then into the bathroom, we've got a good wardrobe stroke storage space with a hanging rail inside of it. That's really big. And then we've got more storage up above there as well. Really good. A little mirror and some lovely upholstered storage pockets with a roof skylight and a light. So this is our fantastic 1998 Auto-Sleeper Topaz. We've priced this at $15,995. The level of interest and inquiries we've had on this, Topazes are popular, automatics are popular, vans at this price bracket and main dealers are rare and popular. Combine all of those with one owner from new and loads of service history and just the best provenance. It's a really nice van, but please do bear in mind it is a 1998 van. It's not a brand new one. It's got some yellowing bits of plastic. It's got those very small marks on the outside which are nothing. It's got the slightly flaky graphics which we might sort out, but it's solid as a rock. It's a total credit to its previous owner, and it just wants someone to give it a nice home, to use it and enjoy it. And if you look after this, it will live forever, in fairness to it. It's a nice thing. It's had loads and loads of work done to it. It's had some new injectors and some electrical wiring done done recently by VW as well, and there's lots and lots of history that shows it. So everything it's needed, it's had over the years. It's not a brand new van, but it's a really good example of the year. So it's the 1998 Auto-Sleeper Topaz at Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch. Now, we are here through lockdown to answer any questions. We are unfortunately not allowed to open the gates to you, but we can work out part exchange prices. We can answer any questions you have, send you more pictures and videos and things like that. So give us a ring. Highbridge Motorhomes Devon. The phones are diverted to Somerset, but they will pass your number to us. Put in an inquiry through the website. Comment on this video if you've seen it on YouTube, and we'll have a chat and we'll work something out for you. So 1998, one owner from new, Auto-Sleeper Topaz, 67,810 miles. 2.55 cylinder automatic petrol engine at 15995 at Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch. Thank you very much. Goodbye.